Good morning, YouTube family and friends. It is early. Maddie and I are at the hospital. She just got checked into her post-op room. I think that's what it's called. Waiting room, basically. Yes, I have sunshades on inside. Why, you ask? Because the bags under my eyes have bags. It's early, to say the least. My baby is so tired. She's knocked out. She literally fell asleep as soon as we got into the actual waiting room area. She slept there for a few minutes, and now they just brought us back here before they take her back, and she's clammed into the bed and she's knocked out. Hello.
Madison?
Yeah. Maddie is knocked out. Okay, so that was one of the nurses just coming in to go over a few things, and then we're going to have the anesthesiologist come in, and then her actual doctor come in, and then her actual prep team come in. So yeah, that'll be the next 10-15 minutes, the in and out. So it shouldn't take too long with the actual procedure. It's usually about a good 20 minutes, if that. We usually just spend about an hour in recovery. So she's sleeping. Let me let you guys see her. And she's so tired, she just started crying, poor thing. Not crying because she's scared, but crying because she's just so dang tired. That's what it is. But I'll check in with you guys as I can. Fingers crossed this goes well, and hopefully this is her last round. This is her third set of 2, so hopefully this is her last round with this. Long morning already, and I'm sleepy too, so I'll talk to you guys soon. Can you have ice cream? I mean, I can get you some ice cream. I don't know if that's gonna fill you up. Okay. Oh. Huh? Okay, she don't want to eat the cone. Okay, guys, it's about it's actually 10:50, so we got out earlier than what I expected. I was expecting to be out, you know, by noon, but all in all, she did good. She went in at, they took her back at 8:55, and then she was done about 9:15. She just had a very long recovery period, just because she was so sleepy. I mean, the anesthesia kind of knocks her out, poor thing. So they want to make sure that she's up, she's drinking. They gave her icy, and then of course make sure that she's attentive and alert and what have you. So we stayed in recovery for a little over an hour and a half. Other than that, all in all, she's doing good. And I'm totally dark on that side. She's now asking for something to eat. And I was going to get her some oatmeal, but she's like, I don't want oatmeal, I want ice cream. So I guess we'll get her ice cream. And later on, I'll try to get her to eat some soup or something with more substance, and what have you. So I just wanted to update you guys. I'm driving now, so I don't think it's safe to drive and vlog at the same time. So I'll catch you guys a little later on in the day, most likely when I get back home, get settled, and kind of figure out what I'm doing for the afternoon, and all that stuff. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to hold the camera while okay, let me go because this is not safe. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, guys, sorry about that. I had to kind of cut it off quickly because I shouldn't be trying to vlog and drive at the same time, especially when I have to actually hold the vlogging stuff, the equipment. There you have it. But I just dropped Maddie home. I need to go. I'm going to go ahead and leave out and go to Walgreens to get her prescription filled. She got medicated eardrops that she has to put in for the next few days. I was going to go with her, but she's tired, and she was starting to kind of fuzz in the back seat, and she's a little nauseated, so I didn't want to take any chances there. So I just went ahead and dropped her home, got her tucked into bed. I did get her ice cream. We stopped and got ice cream at McDonald's, but she didn't eat it. It's sitting in the freezer. Hopefully Mason doesn't find it first and eat it. So there you have it. But Dad put her in the bed, so she's laying off, sleeping off the anesthesia. So poor thing. I just hate to see her like that, you know. I mean, she's just loopy. She's not completely there, so to speak. Yeah, she's just tired too. You know, each kid reacts differently to the anesthesia. I remember when Jada went under, a few months back, she woke up and she was just emotional. I mean, she cried over everything. The lady asked her, "You want an icy?" Yeah, I like that blue. I mean, she cried over everything. I mean, everything. If there would have been a fly that passed by, she probably would have cried behind that. She was hilarious. I laughed at her. But Maddie, on the other hand, she's groggy and she's tired, and she has her mommy's attitude. So those two combinations just don't go good together. So I figure it'd be best to go ahead and get her home and let her rest and sleep all that off, and then hopefully she wakes up in a few hours back to being the Maddie. Mason too. Mason was emotional whenever he went under. He just cried. He whined. You know, he wanted something to drink, then he didn't want anything to drink, and then he didn't want the apple juice, and he didn't want the water, then he didn't want the slushie. They just couldn't please that brother. I mean, he was hard to please. Poor thing. But Maddie, I have to say, out of all the kids that have been under and have had to have anesthesia, Maddie is the only one that probably handles it somewhat the best, because she'll just sleep. I mean, she's groggy, but she'll just sleep. The other ones, they cry, they fuss, so on and so forth. But anyways, I just want to give you guys a quick update. She's okay. Went down for a nap. I'm going out to get a prescription, and then when I get back to the house, I got some work to do. Obviously, I've been gone all morning, so didn't really get a chance to do any of the things I typically do in the mornings. So I need to get that done, housework, as well as stuff with the daycare kids. Dad, looks like Dad was just cooking for the hubby. He was cooking lunch, so I think he's going to go ahead and take care of that for the week, so that's good. Usually we would do that on Sunday, but we had company this weekend. He had a game that he had to coach on Sunday, so he didn't get a chance to cook lunch for the week. So that's what it looks like he was starting to do. I literally ran in, dropped her off, and then ran back out before I got caught up. You know how it is. So you get caught up in something in the house and then you never get back out. So yeah, I'll be sure to touch base with you guys later on today. I honestly don't know. I have a few things on my list that I know I need to get done for today, but again, because I knew I was going to be with Maddie, I didn't plan a whole lot. So I'm going to look over the boss and see what I can do the day that may be from, you know, tomorrow's list or so. Hey guys, good afternoon. Well, it's afternoon for me, anywho. A little after 3, and I have been designated as the therapy lady today, or better yet, the one that has to take Mason to therapy today. Give me a second, guys. I'm plummeting through the CD case. Do you guys still use CDs? Like, you know, the jam in the vehicle? Do you still have a CD case that you go through? My husband tells me that I'm the only person he knows that still has a CD case. What, baby? Huh? No, we don't need nobody else. See, Mason's upset because I'm taking him to therapy today. Dad just wasn't up for, I guess, the drive or the ride. I don't know. I think he just wanted to play the game, if you ask me. But, huh? Okay, Mason, hold on. But, anywho, Dad usually, like I said, I think once before I mentioned that, Dad usually takes a few extra bodies with him when he goes to therapy. I don't do that unless I absolutely have to. The therapists don't need any extra help, so why bring anybody else? You know what I'm saying? But anywho, so Mason's upset because I said no, Jada could not come. So there you have it. But anyways, guys, let me recap the afternoon for you. Give me a second. Put my seatbelt on. The camera is moving. My bad. After I got after I got Maddie's meds, her prescription, I swung into Walmart. Popped in. Well, who really pops into Walmart? Do you ever pop into Walmart? Probably not. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get this angle right. But I went into Walmart. I actually needed to pick up some of that air can stuff. I think it's called air can. I don't know. But the stuff that you use to clean off like your keyboard and electronics and stuff like that. I thought we had a can. I couldn't find it. So I needed to go and get another one. Justin needed some actually to clean off the Xbox, and I needed it to clean up the laptop. So I popped in there and got that, and then at the same time I went ahead and picked up a new router, and I'm hoping that will help increase the signal when I'm working upstairs, because usually I'm upstairs late at night, and I'm editing upstairs in my bed, and I don't know why, but it's sometimes the Wi-Fi just goes in and out, so it's very annoying, and I'd rather not have to go downstairs to catch a signal. You know, you're in your house, you're paying for service, and you can't even get a signal like that. It really stinks. So I got a router, talked to the guy at Walmart. I don't know, he said something about something. I don't understand all that gibberish. I am not technically inclined at all, but he said that the router should help get the signal when I am in other areas of the house, and I don't have to be so close to the actual connection of the internet. So we're going to give that a try. So I spent the better part of the afternoon hooking that up and getting that together, and so far so good. It was working just fine, but mind you, I was the only one using the internet service. The teenagers were not up using the internet, and Justin wasn't on the game. So time will tell when we're all trying to juice it out how well it works together. So there you have it. But so me and Mason are on our way off to therapy. I plan to, it's an hour session typically. Well, lately I have not been going back. She's preferring that we don't go in, which I totally get it. I understand that sometimes, you know, when you are in the room, the kids act totally different. You know what I mean? So I totally get it. But by all means, when we go late in the evenings like this at 4, I prefer not to have to go in the room and sit back in the lobby, enjoy the fresh air. Well, it's not really fresh, it's a hospital. Not a hospital, but it's a clinic. But enjoy the quiet. There's other people, kids in there, mind you, that be gutting up. You know, I be looking at them some kind of way, but it's different when it's not your kids, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but, you know, I can just sit in the corner without anybody tugging on my shoulder saying, Mama, Miss Michelle. I just, you know, whatever. But anyways, whatever. That's just chit chat. You see, you guys, I just like to talk. I just like to chat. But I'm going to head off to therapy. I brought my tablet so I can do a few things on there that I need to do. Check some emails. I didn't check emails this morning at all, so I need to do that. And then I have a few other things. Oh, I went ahead and I ordered a new camera. So I'm hoping that it comes in pretty early. I'm getting it from Amazon. It's a Nikon Coolpix S9900. And the camera I had at first was a Nikon camera, and I didn't even have it a whole month, so I can't really give a full in-depth review of it. But it was easy to use. Let me just say that I can like literally just cut it on and it was ready to go. I didn't have to, you know, do anything. And again, I'm not technically inclined, so I just need something I can turn on and just go with. So I decided to stay within the Nikon family because of the price range. And the fact that I was getting used to what I had, and I was liking it, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to try this new camera out when it gets here. Hopefully it gets here soon enough, because I just need to get a better camera. I mean, right now, like I said before, I'm using the phone, and it's just not the best quality. And I know sometimes you could get, you know, I looked into maybe just getting accessories for the phone and doing all that stuff there, but once you add all that stuff up and put everything in together, it's going to come out to being about the same or close to the same as a decent lower end camera. So I figured just get the camera and go from there. So that's what I'm doing. There you have it. Okay, guys, but I'm about to cross the light getting out of the subdivision, so let me put this camera down and not drive with it. And I will check in with you guys a little later this afternoon. Alright guys, it's much later in the evening, 7:30. Mason and I made it back home a few hours ago, maybe about 2 hours ago from speech. Speech did not go too well. Let me just tell you that. Little man fell asleep on the ride there. So he was a cranky pants once we got into the building, and he didn't do much of anything. So we actually ended 20 minutes early on his speech today, which is not good. So he needs to get himself on schedule. That's what needs to happen with him. That's a matter of him sleeping, staying up all night, and then him getting up early. Him got up early this morning. The husband's talking to somebody. But yeah, that's what that is. He needs to get back on schedule. So speech wasn't all grand. Maddie is up, moving around. Seems like she's back to being Maddie, talking and
listening,
carrying on to everybody with everything. But the hubby and I are headed out to the gym now. Do I want to go? Absolutely not. Do I need to go? Obviously I do. I mean, yeah, but I would prefer not to, because you know what's going to happen? I'm going to be up all night. See, what happens for me, and this has always been my thing, is, you know, when you exercise, you get rejuvenated. My blood starts flowing. It gets to my head, so my brain starts thinking, and I'm alert. Like, I'm alert. And I'm already naturally a night owl. I can't stress that enough. So I probably won't be getting to sleep till well after 12 o'clock tonight. I'll find something to keep me busy. But that's what happens. That's typically what happens. But the husband and I are... he over here raving, talking about he'll be up with me. Bullshit. He go to bed at 9 o'clock like an old man all the time. Anyways, him and I are headed to the gym. So, that be that. We got one kid with us. The Sable. That's my goddaughter. Why is she with us, you say? She's the only child. And we threw her in a mix with 4 other kids, plus the daycare kids. Enough said. Enough said. Let it be at that. But guys, it was great hanging out with you today. Started off the morning very early for me. But I powered through. So I shall catch you guys in the next one. I hope you guys had a productive and awesome Tuesday. The week seems to be flowing by already, because I don't even remember what happened yesterday. Yesterday was just Monday. There you have it. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. Until next time, I'm out.